Rain brought the news.
Hi, I'm Tessa with Rain Rot News with a few bits of news for you to choke on from March 24th. So this is just like chef's kiss level of incompetence. Trump officials, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Vice President J.D. Vance, just casually discussed classified war plans in a Signal group chat. And not just any Signal group chat, a chat that accidentally included a journalist. Because apparently, the US military now operates like your aunt's Facebook Messenger thread where she keeps sending the eggplant emoji to the entire family. The chat was called Houthi PC Small Group, which sounds like either a terrible punk band or the worst corporate Zoom meeting ever. Inside, they were dropping detailed military plans, targets, weaponry, and attack sequences just out in the open like it was a fantasy football draft. And how did journalist Jeffrey Goldberg get in there? Someone misentered a phone number. That's it. One tap and suddenly the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic had front row seats to an actual war strategy session. Incredible. When Goldberg realized what he was looking at, he did what any responsible journalist would do. Immediately left the chat and reported the breach. Hey guys, quick note on messaging. Maybe don't drop military secrets in a group chat with random people, but don't worry. The National Security Council assures us that this definitely didn't compromise national security, which given the track record of these people means it absolutely did. But it's fine, nothing to see here, just the highest levels of government texting war plans like they're organizing a surprise party. This whole thing raises some serious questions, like what else is being discussed in these group chats? Are nuclear launch codes just sitting in the drafts folder of a Discord server? Is the Pentagon running a Substack where they accidentally post invasion plans? Because at this point, it's honestly not that far-fetched. So to recap, sitting Vice President and the Secretary of Defense accidentally leaked war plans to a journalist because they don't know how to use a phone. And the official response is, oopsie poopsie. Amazing. If this were any other country, the US would have already been calling for a regime change. The Trump administration has decided that the real problem with migrant children in U.S. custody isn't the overcrowded detention centers. It's not the inhumane conditions or the fact that they're literal children. No, the real issue, apparently, is that we haven't been deporting enough of the people willing to take care of them. They've rolled back restrictions that used to protect sponsors of unaccompanied migrant minors, meaning ICE gets full access to their immigration status, every fingerprint, every household detail, all on the table. Just to be clear, the people they're targeting here aren't criminals. They aren't human traffickers. They're the only people stepping up to provide these kids with a home. And now, thanks to this policy change, fewer people will come forward, because of course they won't. Who in their right mind is going to volunteer to take in a child if it means getting themselves and their entire household flagged for deportation? This isn't just a bureaucratic change, it's a deliberate strategy to keep kids locked up in detention longer. Kids who have already been ripped from their families, who have already crossed an unimaginably dangerous journey, now get to sit in government facilities for even longer, because the US government has decided that cruelty is the whole point. And it gets worse, because not only is the Trump administration making it harder for children to find homes, they're also suspending legal representation programs.